So here we are at oneperfectshot.com, and in this video I just want to show you how to get posts to show up in the various different areas. Here we have the collage up here at the top, and then latest shots down here, and over here we have news and notes. Twitter and Facebook feeds are automatically generated, so nothing to worry about there. And then over here we have, these are automatically pulled from the latest features, reviews, and interviews. So that's all automatic, but so let me go ahead and show you how to get these shots up in this area here. These will always show the latest 12 shots, and then over here on the shots page, it will show pages of 100 shots apiece is how it's configured. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here to the dashboard, and the very top selection that we have is shots. I'm going to come in there, and I'm just going to go ahead and pick the top shot right here. And this is just a standard WordPress editor screen. So when you come in, you get the title, the content area here. You might see the visual editor as opposed to the code editor that we have a tendency to use. And then you'll see categories over here. Right now I have these given a category of perfect shots, but you do not have to do that. That is absolutely not required anymore. That was just a temporary thing when we were importing these into the system. You don't have to worry about that right now. Got tags down here. Then below that we have genres, so you can select a genre. I could put this in the genre of I think this would be drama, and I don't think that's a genre in there. So I'm going to go ahead and add a genre of just drama and click add new genre. If you don't see it in there, you don't have to actually come all the way over here and actually add a new category or a new genre or a new label or a new release year in. You can just add them directly from the screen like you've always been able to do here, and it'll automatically select it when you do that. Down below, labels, like let's say Miramax was the label. There's Miramax. I'll go ahead and select that and then click add once I've done that. Release year here, the release year for this was 1999. So I'm going to go ahead and add in 1999, and it will go ahead and bring up a list that will allow me to go ahead and finish selecting that, just kind of an autocomplete list. Right down below that we got some attributes and social share buttons. You don't have to worry about attributes, and you don't want to hide the social share icon, so you won't have to worry about that either. Right here we have the featured image, and I could remove and add the featured image, but this is where you're going to add the actual shot. Right down here is the featured image. And then pretty much once you've done all that, there isn't anything else at this point in time to do just to add a regular shot. You would just go ahead and update. But now if I want it to show up here or up here, I just have to add a specific category. Okay, if I add homepage feature top, the first one, it's going to take the place of this right here. Whatever latest one, you don't have to go remove that from the other one. Just whatever latest one has the category of homepage feature top is going to show up right here. And then the last four that have this category, which is homepage feature top side, they're going to show up over here. So I'm going to go ahead and select homepage feature top and click update. And once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page here, and you'll see that now Magnolia's taken that place. Now, be careful not to select both of these. Okay, because if you do select both of these, I'll show you what happens. If you do select both of these, it's going to show up over here, and it's also going to show up over here if it happens to be one of the last four of these that was selected, which this will do since this was actually the last shot to be published. So now it's taken the place of stop, look, and hasten, and it's moved all of those over. So as you can see, that's how that works. It's just going to show the latest ones, the last ones that were published that have that particular category. Don't have to worry about removing the category from the other one. But just remember, you don't want to have both of those on the same one, because if you do, they will go ahead and occupy both of those spaces. So other than that, adding shots is just like I showed you, just like adding a standard post right there shot. You can add genre, labels, release years, and categories directly from this interface, but you can add and edit and delete them from here, but you can also do it just directly from the add new shot screen, just right down here. So you don't actually, unless you're going in and really editing them, in mass, you don't really have to use those interfaces. You can just very conveniently use these right here to go ahead and add new release years, add new labels, genres, categories, whatever you need to add there. So that deals with shots. Pretty simple and direct there. Now, how to get news and notes down here. News and notes is a subcategory of feature. Over here on features, reviews, and goods, you're going to notice that we have some submenus here. We have 4 here and 3 in all the others. I'm going to click on news and notes because that's also shown out in the front as well. So you see here, this one right here says news and notes example. You'll see if we come over here to the home page that this is actually shown right down here as well. And so how we've done that is, since this is a feature is what it is, you're going to want to come over here to features, reviews, goods, and interviews right here. Come over to features, open that up. That's going to show you we have there in features. And I'm going to go ahead and click open news and notes. And the only thing that I need to do to make news and notes a news and notes feature is just come over here to the feature categories, and this is a separate category that's just for features. So this is a category that just when you give something a category here, it is only for a feature. It won't show up under any other. These categories won't show up under any other post type. It's just going to show up under feature. And all you have to do is give it a category of news and notes, back to back, production to perfection, or the vote, and they will automatically show up in these areas here, as well as if it's a news and notes, it will automatically show the first, I think, 15 or 20 of these on the home page, and we can configure that in the back end to show as many as you would like. So that's how that's done. That's how that's done through the reviews and the goods. If you'll come in and take a look at reviews and goods, you can see reviews categories. All as you go in and you look at the reviews categories, you'll notice that these reviews categories match these. As they come in and they click, they match these submenus. So all of these review categories are what denote where these are going to go ahead and go. On this page, when somebody clicks reviews, they're just going to see all of them. And what this does is filter it down from there. You can filter it down to home video, theatrical, books, and it doesn't matter which one it is. Whenever you give that particular category, that's what causes it to show up in this area. So it's extremely easy when adding reviews and stuff. We made everything very semantic, so there's nothing confusing at all. It's just very direct and to the point. Here is a review example, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to come into reviews and I'm going to go into home video, and you see there's nothing in home video right now because I don't have anything tagged with the home video category. But here we have review categories, only shows up under review. I'm going to click on home video and update that. And now that I've clicked on home video and updated that, when I refresh, you'll see we have now a review example. Now you're going to notice that the format on these is a little bit different than the format on the features page and the format on the main reviews page, and it's a little bit different still on the shots page, and there's a reason that we did all of that. Okay, the shots, let me explain here. The shots are very graphic intensive, and so what really matters is the shot. And so here the shot is front and center. But on the rest of these, not only is the image important, but also the content is very important too, as well as the date, comments. These are all important. So we went ahead and we used, it's the same interface, but what we did is with this stuff is added below that interface. So they still get a nice, this is all going to come out in a nice grid interface, but what it's going to do is it adds this information down here, which is an excerpt and a title, how many comments, and the date it was posted. And this little ellipses is just a read more link, and they go to the same, when they hover, it goes to the exact same place. Now, when they come into over here, when they come in to a sub area over here, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here and show you. Now, all of a sudden, we see a very familiar one here, because now this isn't an index page. Now this will give them a little more information, a little more. It's a nicer interface. Shows them a little more of an excerpt, a little more to read. And so that's why we've done that. It's just we've done that for consistency. One, it looks consistent. It's not extremely inconsistent, but it makes it it makes it going from index into these pages. People know now with a simple look that here they're in a subcategory page. They can recognize that very very easily because the index pages have a specific look that is somewhat similar to the shots page that just has information below it. So that's why we did that. So anyway, that pretty much covers that. If you have any questions, just let us know. Thanks. Bye.